Um, Hello everyone, this is Deanna from Deanna's Creations. Today I'm going to be working on layer 2 of this project. This is a approximately 2.5 by 3-inch piece that I'm working on. As I said yesterday in the video that I did, I'm trying out this new resin. The first layer cured. And I really do like the feel of it. It's very smooth. Um, I see no bubbles um, in the piece in the part that I poured yesterday. So I'm really excited to get this one finished, which it'll be several days. I've got several layers to work on. But anyway, I'm going to be painting on this piece tonight. And kind of show you a little bit of my process. Again, this is a small piece, so I'm working with some tiny brushes. This one, I don't know if you can see, very small. I also work with a metal tool for doing some really small detail work, and then a little bit bigger brush that I work with. I'm not going to be doing a lot of painting on this one tonight because I'm mainly still working on the coral and not ready to start on the fish. I really haven't decided what type of fish I'll be painting. But for now, I'll kind of show you my process. I'm going to paint in some more of the reef here. And I'm just going to start. I've got some paint mixed up, kind of like a dark blue, and I'm just kind of dabbing it in where I want it, kind of covering some of this that I had previously painted in, because I want it to look like it's got a that it's layered on top of each other. So probably not going to talk a lot with this part. You can just kind of watch the process, and as I paint, I'll tell you what I'm working on and what I'm doing. I hope everyone had a good day today and you're staying healthy. A lot of times I'll do these layers and actually cover up what I was previously working on, which is fine. It just gives it more of a 3D effect. Okay, I'm going in now with a lighter color on top of what I just painted, and just kind of giving some highlight to what I just did. And I'm going back in with a little bit of my dark color. My tripod just fell, I'm sorry. A little bit of the darker color in here. And I just kind of keep going back and forth with my colors, mixing and blending the colors together until I get the desired effect that I'm looking for. The nice thing about painting on resin like this and working, if you make a mistake, it's very forgivable. You can use water to clean up any of your mistakes that you make. I have also found one of the best things to clear up mistakes is rubbing alcohol, and that works really nicely. Another tool that works really nice are these bamboo tools, painting tools. And I use these, you can use a toothpick, but I find that with a toothpick they're harder to hold. So I like these to use to scrape off any areas that I might get that I don't like, or if I make a mistake, or if I just want to add a little bit more fine detail. It works really nicely to kind of scrape and shape some of the areas on the piece that you're working on. And try to keep this as short as possible. A lot of times, like when I'm working on stuff like this, I don't have a picture. I just use the mental image that I have in my head of what I'm doing. I do like going on the internet to look at pictures of coral reef to kind of get an idea of what it looks like. And then sometimes I just see something in my head that I want to try, like this piece. I was actually in bed trying to go to sleep, couldn't sleep, and my brain just was thinking about what I could come up with. And so couldn't sleep because I had this idea. So I got up and I started the first layer just so I could get my idea down. And once I got that done, I was ready to go to bed. And that was about 2 o'clock in the morning. So sometimes I get that way. If I get an idea, I get really restless because I want to try it out and see what I can come up with. Okay, that's kind of the next layer of the coral. Not sure if you can see some of the depth in there. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start adding some of my colors. I'm going to use my little metal tool, and I'm just going to use it and just start kind of dabbing color in there. And being this piece is so small, you know, I don't have to paint you know, detail to where it's just actual detail. Use this to kind of give the illusion of what I'm creating. Just kind of dabbing it on there. I have so many ideas of things that I want to do, but I haven't had a opportunity. One thing I want to try is doing some pieces in recycled cans of fish and coral reef, using both paint to paint the coral reef, as well as polymer clay. I do, on some of my pieces, I do use polymer clay to accent. This one will be only painted. Excuse me. Really enjoy painting. It's just relaxing. Sometimes I'll just paint something and I mean it looks horrible to me, but it's just the process of painting, relaxing, and learning new things. As with every piece I do, I learn something. A lot of times what I learn are happy little accidents that actually turn out looking pretty cool. I'm going to do a little bit of coral that's kind of hanging off these ledges. I'm just kind of using this sharp tool to kind of create the illusion that it's hanging. And some of the fish will be covered up a little bit. You might see a tail, and that's fine. Way too much paint that time. To another little area of this, kind of hanging off the edge, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I am not very good at doing videos. I need to take the time to get me set up an area that I can do videos that's a little easier. And also set it up so I can edit, have better quality videos, which my husband has already told me that he would help me get set up. My husband is the guru of doing videos and editing and all those wonderful things. He's got a wonderful knack for it. He's also an excellent singer, musician, extremely talented. He also does woodworking, and we've got plans for some pieces that he's going to build some jewelry boxes for me, and I'll be able to paint fish and scenes on the jewelry box. But he's taught himself a lot of what he does. He makes beautiful wooden rings. So he's very talented. No, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to stop on this part and go ahead and pour my next layer of resin, but that's kind of what that part looks like, the second layer of the coral. And tomorrow I'll do some more work, coral work, some more layers, and then I'll decide where I want to put more detailed fish, or if I even want to put some more fish in there. Just kind of playing this one by ear. Got my little cup that I'm going to mix my resin in. Last night when I did this, I actually mixed up a little bit too much resin, so I don't want to mix up more than I need. So got the first part put in, and I'm going to put in the next part. Again, if I was working in a larger batch of resin, I would pour my two parts separately and then mix them together. But I'm working with such a small amount. Just remember, when you're mixing your resin, to scrape the sides. I had one of my Facebook friends, she commented that I wasn't wearing gloves. And yes, I need to wear gloves, but when I'm mixing just a small amount of resin. I don't. And I know she was concerned for my well-being, and I appreciate that very much. But with this tiny amount, it's okay. And again, make sure you scrape in the sides. I do sell my work. I create to order, and if you ever, and also we'll be making pieces ready for sale. Just send me a message if you're interested in commissioning me to create a piece for you, or you can visit my Facebook page, and I'll post the link to my Facebook page and my Etsy shop. I don't have a lot in my, well, what I have in my Etsy shop right now are things that I can create to order. I do not have anything listed in there at the moment that is ready to ship. But I will be getting some pieces ready and posted in there that are ready to ship. I really do like this resin. I like the resin I have used in the past, but I will be switching over to Artistry resin. I like the way it hardens up. This is food safe or FDA approved. It hardens quite nicely. The odor, I do not smell anything. Some resins have a strong odor. The resin I was using previously had a light odor. It didn't bother me. But this one does not have any odor that I can detect. Mix as much resin this time. I'm making sure I get every little bit out of here. And I really do appreciate every one of you who has watched my videos, followed my work, whether, you know, those of you who have placed orders, whether one time or multiple times. Just your support means a lot to me, and even if you don't make a purchase, you know, just the fact that you follow my work and you leave me wonderful comments about what I do, you don't know how much that means to me, that you enjoy what I do. I'm blessed to have people who support my work, and that's one of the greatest compliments you can give an artist, is to be supportive. And I just want you to know that I really do appreciate you. Okay, got that. I'm gonna get my heat gun out, and I'm gonna get these bubbles out, and then I'll show you what it looks like. corners here. Run the popsicle stick around my edges. I really do like the way this looks. Anyway, that's the next layer that I poured. I hope you can see that. I'm trying not to tilt it too much because I don't want my resin to go everywhere. But there's the second layer of the painting. And I will do another video tomorrow showing the more of my painting and see what we come up with. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to doing a video tomorrow. Thank you.